everybody, this is Teresa. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been a while. Ella went on that vacation, and when she came back she was a little sick, but she's doing well now. And I actually didn't film a video when she was gone because I didn't really feel like cooking for myself. It has been, I don't want to be like I'm complaining, but it's been extremely hot here and humid. I could handle the heat if it wasn't so humid, but I'm already sweating a little bit. I know my hair's a little crazy. I've been a little crazy lately. I'm gonna make a lemon pound cake today, and this recipe I tried already and it's delicious. I'm gonna make it in mini bundt pans because it's gonna bake quicker than a huge bundt cake. You just need a 10-cup bundt cake pan if you want to make it a bundt cake. And I changed the recipe a little bit, and I'll tell you where I adapted it from. I think I forgot, but it's a really good blog. Anyway, I have some lemons I need to use, and I love lemon desserts. They're so good. And I have been cooking lately a lot, but I've been going like 100 miles an hour when I'm cooking, so it doesn't get too hot in the kitchen. So I haven't been videoing anything because I've been cooking so fast. And anyway, we have a little Chinese food, I have an old video. It's hot dogs and sausage tomato gravy. I grew up eating that. It's so delicious. Anyway, hope you enjoy the video. It's a very simple recipe, and you just have to bake it, and I'll put a glaze on top. But anyway, I think you're gonna like it. I like this because it uses cake flour, and it's a little more tender than your normal pound cake. I'm gonna use these pans, and if it's not enough pans, I have some just little disposable ones. But these are some little, I don't know what size these are, little cake pans I bought because I really like to make banana bread and then freeze it. And plus I'm not patient enough lately to bake something that takes a long time. This will take a little bit longer, but anyway, we're going to start off preheating our oven to 350. So my oven is hot, and I sprayed this with a baking spray with the flour in it. It's probably better to use butter and flour, but that works too. These pans are supposed to be non-stick too. I really like them. It's a softened butter. It's pretty soft, but not too soft, like melted. And you need, and I actually accidentally have one of these butters is salted, and the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, but I'm only going to put 1, so it won't matter. And it calls for 3 cups of sugar, which makes it delicious. And we're going to cream this for about 5 minutes. And it calls for 2 tablespoons of lemon zest, but it's 2. I'm going to lose count here. 3. Okay. And I'm going to use my paddle attachment. You could use a hand mixer. I don't think you could, I don't know if you could do it by hand, but I'm going to put my lemon zest in here so it mixes well with the sugar. But this is all I have. But that's enough for me. I don't like a ton of lemon zest. But the sugar kind of breaks it up a little bit. So I'm going to put this on my stand mixer. It smells so good, the lemon. So I'm going to cream this until it's light and fluffy and a little pale in color. And I'm going to start off on low. And then we're going to need, my ingredients are room temperature, and now we're going to need 6 large eggs, but we're going to cream this first. I'll beat it for about 5 minutes. You want to scrape the bowl. You can see it's a lighter in color. It's pretty thick batter. I tried it in a cupcake form. I didn't care for that too much. They were kind of good. They had a crunchy top. So now we're just gonna add our eggs one at a time. Actually, I'm gonna add that. It doesn't call for lemon, I'm sorry, vanilla extract, but I like a little vanilla with my lemon. So I'm gonna put about a teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. Maybe I should measure it. And it calls for 2 teaspoons of lemon extract. I'm only gonna put 1. And I will measure this one. Whoops. Spilled a little bit. Gotta wipe that off. And then we'll start adding our eggs one at a time. And my eggs kind of, look, they got all broken up, so I'm just gonna have to just kind of go with it. Just kind of guess what one egg is. I mean, my eggs are a disaster, but that's okay. You can just, as long as you have a little bit at a time. Let's turn it up. I'm sure you can make a sheet pancake with this. It's really good though. It's got just the right amount of lemon flavor. And it also has fresh lemon juice. I'm trying to mix this slowly. I just wanted to show you how I mix it one at a time. I find putting it in the measuring cup helps a lot. One more. It's really easy. Okay, I'm gonna scrape the bowl. I should get one of those paddles with the scraper on it. I find you still have to scrape the bowl though. And the bottom of mine usually mixes pretty well, but I always double check it. I always get it all over the spatula. It's a mess. Okay, so now we're gonna add our lemon, a 4th cup of lemon juice. I have a little bit extra for the glaze. I love lemon glaze. 4th cup of lemon juice and a fresh squeeze. I'm gonna mix that in. And then this is 3 cups. You don't have to sift it. 3 cups of cake flour. And I like to fluff my flour up. I should show you. I fluff it up and then I put it in the cup and then I level it off with a butter knife. So I'm just gonna add this flour. And there's no like sour cream or buttermilk in here. All right. I'm just gonna mix this and I'll be right back. Final stir. Make sure all the flour's mixed in. It's pretty thick. So I'm gonna do my best to pour this in here. Or actually, I'm just gonna scoop it. These still take a little while to bake. Oh, you can see what I'm doing. I gave one of these to my dad, and he thought it was so good too. Oh, I forgot to tell you where I adapted the recipe from. Baking a Moment is the name of it. Also, I did make a video of a lemon cake that was a 6-inch cake because I wanted a small cake. And I put it in the freezer and I didn't get to finish it. And Ella deleted it. But I liked that recipe. It was the reverse creaming method. I might need another pan of some sort. But yeah, you can wrap these up tightly and freeze them. I also have some lemon curd that I need to use. That's why I made that mini cake. Sometimes when I start a video too late,
Oh man,
I don't want to finish.
I feel blind. Okay, we're right in front of me. Go fine. She's gonna look at me.
Okay.
Here.
Can you spray that one, Ella?
Yeah, watch out, Peanut. Watch out.
I'm gonna spread it out.
Now he's scared because he heard the rain. Guys, Peanut's scared of the rain and the thunder. He wasn't always like this. What do I need? Spray? Okay. Watch out.
Let's see. I don't want to get them too full. I mean, I want them to be pretty, but I don't want them to have to take an hour. And sometimes I think they're not quite as even as they should be. Yeah, I would definitely recommend adding the vanilla. If you like a strong lemon flavor, I would add more of the, we're going to use one of these disposable pans as well. Because we don't want to waste any of this.
Oh, Peanut.
I guess I'll make... Let's see. This one needs a little bit more. This is my favorite spatula. It's, you know, I find it difficult to find a really good spatula. Okay. I'm gonna even these out when I'm gonna put my bowl in the sink. Okay, I kind of made a mess right there. I like to try to wipe that off, but I'm just gonna take this. I love this. I use it for a lot of things. And if, you know, if you just keep an eye on it, if one gets done before the other ones, just take it out. And I always make sure, I like to watch cakes very closely because I always do not want to overbake. I was gonna make a chocolate cake. I don't know, they have this blog called, it's like The Kitchen, but it's not, it's spelled without the E. And they test like the top recipes. And they tested chocolate cake recipes, and Ina Garten's chocolate cake came out first. I'm gonna make that one soon. I have some really good chocolate cakes on my channel. I'm not trying to brag, but we made one not too long ago, the Home Cooking Adventure. Their chocolate cake is really good too. Okay, that looks pretty good. I got it all over my pans. I'm gonna put this in the oven at 350, and I'll tell you how long it bakes. These two were in the back, so they're cooked. If you don't want it so brown, just put aluminum foil. This one caved in a little bit. I'm gonna put it. Oh, it's kind of hot. I'm gonna end up putting it on. I'm gonna put them on this pan, but it's still gonna take about, I would say, 45 to 50 minutes, even though they're in a small pan. But I like to take them out when I'm sure you if I can find the toothpick when it's like that. I like it to be moist. And I'm gonna let them cool in the pan a while, and I'll probably have to run a little spatula. I mean that little this little thing around the edge. The other ones are still baking. They're very close. But the crackly top is really, really good. If you don't like that, you can just cut it off. And it's tender on the inside.
Took them all out of the oven. We had to take these two out earlier because they looked like they were done sooner than the others because they were closer to the heat. Now we're just separating them from the pans. And we're going to let them cool off. And then we'll take them out of the pans and then update y'all again. So,
I'm going to let them cool in the...
We're going to try to expedite the process by putting it in the freezer.
Yeah, because that's my trick, and it's almost my bedtime, and...
I'll stay up and finish the video if I have to.
Yeah, because Mama goes to bed early. So we'll do a simple glaze with like a little lemon juice, a little vanilla, and a little milk. You can make it as thin, or you can put just powdered sugar on top of it, or nothing. I'm not sure if this glaze will harden up or not, but in the little disposable pan, I'm going to leave it in there. I'm going to wrap it up and just freeze that one. And you can still freeze these even though it has the glaze. Just wrap them up tightly with saran wrap really well. And they'll freeze for 2 to 3 months. It's what I read about cakes. I put them in the freezer for just a minute. I should have been more patient with taking them out of the pans. They fell apart a little bit, but we tasted the pieces that fell, and it's so good. It's just the right amount of lemon, just the right amount of sweetness, and I like a little extra sweetness. I don't mind it at all. So we'll cut one open in a second. I'm gonna let this glaze, well, I might let it set up. Anyway, we have to take some kind of picture. You can see how tender the crumb is.
I don't know how you show off cakes. This is kind of a disaster, but it's okay because you guys love us.
It's soft. This is a really good recipe.
So I'm gonna take a bite. Let me just get a bite. It's so good. It's like not too tart, and obviously you can personalize it. You can make it more sour, more tart. You can make it sweeter.
You could have more lemon extract, more lemon zest.
But I mean, it's super light and fluffy
for a pound cake, especially.
Yeah, and moist. And I think my mom did a really good job with this, and I will eat all of it.
It's a keeper. And I'll put the list of ingredients on the bottom of the video. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for being patient with me. I'm sorry it's been a while, but hopefully I'll get my groove back and make some delicious food. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe and try it. And anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you very, very much. And I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.